Describe yourself, who you are, in 3 words. For those of you that don't have your notepad and your pen, those of you that have, could you just, tear it into and just give to them so that you can also write simply. Describe yourself in 3 words. I'm waiting. It's yourself you have to describe. Or if you have your phone and it has a notepad, you could use it. Have you started writing? Describe yourself in 3 words. And you're really, some of you are really thinking. Like, you're thinking about yourself, okay? No problem. Some of you are really thinking, like, okay, do I really know myself? 3 words. 3 words. Not more than 3 words. I understand what you're trying to say. That I might say just 3 words. I'm not saying 3 words. Not 3 sentences. Words. But in 3. Good, kind, lovely. Good, great, nice. Good, this thing. I'm not saying in just 3 words. So, are you done? Let me see. What's the name? Evelyn. What else is done? Love it. What's your name? How many of you are done? Just raise your hands. Okay. Okay. What else? Love it. Okay. Thank you. All right. So I'm still going to let you vocalize what I've read. Yes. So I'm still going to give you the mic to vocalize what you've said. But when we get to that bridge, we would cross it. So this morning I want to discuss. I want everybody to listen to me now. There's no need writing what I told you to write anymore. Or as I begin this teaching, or as I begin this interactive session, you could just take notes. You could take notes, but more than just writing on your notepad, I would like you to listen. Because there's so many times you come to church, you're waiting on your notes, and at the end of the day, it stays in your notes till the following Sunday. But what you have in your heart, what you have in your head, cannot be taken away from you. It stays there and it is stuck there. So that's exactly what I'd like you to do today. I would like you to listen to. Okay? So I'm here to discuss clarity with you. And I know you all are smart, you are young. So I want to ask, what do you think clarity is? What do you think clarity is? I'm throwing an open question. Who can define clarity in your own words? Can you define clarity? Stop laughing, stand up. Yes, in your own words. The person is clear. Thank you very much. Then what does it mean to be clear? Yeah? Okay. No confusion. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Who else wants to try? They did great anyways. Please, a round of applause for them. Who else wants to try? She says clarity needs to be clear, and she got it perfect. So, what does it mean to be clear? That word clear, in your own words, what does it mean? Yeah? To be clear. Okay. Are you? Who else is saying something? Okay. To be open, like that. Alright, so clarity means to be clear. And being clear in clarity means that you get what your life is all about. When you understand, when you get it, when you are working in a very simple form, in a very simple form. So it means that if I am clear, I know what I can tolerate and I know what I cannot tolerate. It means that if I am clear that my favorite color is blue, if you give me red and try to convince me to take red, I'm not going to accept it. Because I know that my favorite color is blue and I don't want red. So that is what it means to have clarity. Like, you get it, you understand everything in the most simple form. Everything is understood by you. And everything here is your life. Everything about your life is well understood by you. That's why I asked you when I started that you should describe yourself in, in 3 words. Like, describe yourself. And I also want you to know that at every point in time, every stage in life, there is a place for clarity. So as a teenager now, there is clarity for now. When you emerge further, there is clarity for the next phase of your life. This means that you can't get clarity all at once. It is a step-by-step journey. Clarity is a step-by-step journey. So even adults, they get to a point where they feel like, okay, this particular point in my life, I need to understand what is going on. But the good thing about getting clarity or gaining clarity now is that it helps you make informed choices as you grow. As you enter into the adult phase, you make informed choices. You make informed decisions. Nobody is going to be telling you to do things because they think that it is what is right for you. What is right for you? Am I communicating, please? You understand what is right for you. Nobody is going to be telling you, oh, you must take rice today. You understand that, look, this stage of my life, I cannot take rice. It is beans that I can take. I'm about strategy, do these tips and all. Clarity for a child of God begins with God. Clarity for a child of God begins with God. Nobody knows you better than the person that formed you from your mother's womb. Nobody knows you better than the one that said that right from the time you were in the womb, he already formed you, he understands you. So if you want to gain clarity, you have to go to God, to ask God, okay, why did you send me to the world? That is a prayer point that you have to pray every time. The Lord, please show me the reason why you sent me to the world. The moment you understand it, the moment you start praying that prayer, you start seeing that your life choices will begin to change. The things that you used to like before, you probably don't like them anymore. Because that is God making you to be who He wants you to be. Are we still here? That's God telling you who He wants you to be. So for instance now, I create, let me say that, what's your name? Okay, let's say now that Tofumi manufactured this chair, right? So now, Ebon, I got it right, okay. So Ebon buys this chair from Tofumi, and she's asking, remember, Tofumi is not just a business person that is selling chairs, so Tofumi is the manufacturer of the chair. That means she made the chair. Now Ebon is asked, Ebon got to meet Tofumi and wanted to get the chairs. Maybe she wants to buy like a 500 million worth of this chair. And she asked Tofumi that, are you really sure that when I buy this chair, I will be able to sit on it? So, Tofumi, imagine somebody asking you something you created for sitting. Imagine them now asking you. So imagine I'm now asking you. So Tofumi, this chair now, are you really sure that you can sit down on it? How does this question I'm asking, how does it sound? So now, I want you to just tell me. How does this sound? Like, I created a chair. I'm telling you that you can sit on it, and you're asking me, can I sit? Are you sure that I can be able to put my bum on it? How does it sound? Very rude and very stupid. That's a very stupid question. Because the chair is for sitting, and you're asking me, can I sit on it? That's a very stupid, but that's a very stupid question. So that's how it is sometimes. When God is trying to make you to be something, and then you are rebelling, that no, I'm not ready for that. So you are confronting the manufacturer, the person that coupled you together, and you are telling the person that has created you, and as much as some of us can be angry that the angel that sent us to Nigeria is not nice, but God knew that we were coming to Nigeria in the first place. And so there's something that He has put inside of us to be able to weather the storm that is called Nigeria. Do you understand me? That's why I said that you cannot get clarity outside of God. It is God that you go to that helps you. And the reason why this is very important is that clarity helps you understand the kind of relationships that you should have. And relationship, both male and female. Like, I'm not saying male to opposite sex kind of relationship. I'm talking about even your female friends. Clarity helps you understand the kind of female friends that you should have. Clarity helps you understand the kind of male friends that you should have as a male. Or even if you want to have friends, make friends with the opposite sex. Clarity helps you understand it. Once you know where you are going to, you are not going to be friends with everybody. You know the type of people that you should be friends with. And it is not a matter of pride. Am I communicating? It's not a matter of pride. There are some things that you cannot be found doing because you have a place you are going to. somebody tells you that, oh, you want to go and collect something that will transform your life and transform your family, and they've told you, okay, let's meet at Victoria Island. Then someone tells you that, no, go to Mega. Does that make sense? Would you come down? Where are you going to? VI. Because you know that where you are going to, what you want to collect there is very important to your life and to your family. This is the reason why you must understand that once you get a defining goal of your life, you can't be anywhere, you can't be everywhere. You will select where you go to, you select who you are friends with, and it is not pride. It is because you are able to choose the right people for your journey. The downside of not having clarity is that there is possibility that you will trade your future for the present. And nobody wants to do that. But when you know, once you are able to define that, look, this is who I am. I am a chosen generation. I am a royal priesthood. I am peculiar. Oh, my goal is to build a software product. I want to build a software product that will change the entire world, that will help people in banking, that will help people in the medical line. You are not just going to be friends with anybody. You have to be friends with those that are very intelligent. But you can't also, as a child of God, because you are clear, it means that the spirit of discernment works effectively in your life. And you are not too young to be able to discern. What does it mean to discern? To know what the spirit of God wants you to do. See somebody, even if they are telling you the best things in the world, you know through the spirit of discernment, you know that you are saying all the right things, but you are not the right person. Somebody is telling you all the right things, and they are not the right person. So discernment will help you understand. So everybody can come, I want to be your friend, you are very smart, you are very beautiful, you are very handsome, I think that your family is great, I think and this and this and that. Thank you very much. But then you go again and think about it with the Holy Spirit, like, am I supposed to be friends with this kind of person? Because the Spirit of God will reveal the heart of somebody to you. So if the person is all nice to you, through the Spirit of God, you can tell that, I know who you are. So the first step to clarity is a journey with God. Journey with God. As a young person, you cannot do life without God. Did you hear me? As a young person, even as an adult, well, I'm in my 30s. So, as young as I am, I know that I cannot do life without God. Even those that are way older than us, we can't do life without God. You cannot do life without God. You cannot do life without God. Because your understanding of God will help you weather the storm. Life will be life. In this life, there will be ups and downs. And I want you to have that in your heart now, as a young person. As a young adult. As a young adult, I want you to have that in mind, that life will not always be balanced. Somewhere, have it, let it be on your heart. It's not everything in life that is straight line. It's not every time that life will be a bed of roses. It's not every time that it's going to be a sweet tale. There will always be ups and downs. The Bible says in this life we face tribulations. We should be of good cheer. Let's have overcome the world. So, I always have these challenges. Some of you, in my time, it took me a long time to gain
admission. Right? After secondary school, after having all my papers, getting admission was a serious work. It's not that JAM was jamming me. It's just that the school end up not meeting the requirements. Like, I'm meeting the score 370 now. I'll have 68 minus 2. Do you understand? Every point in time, all that was in my head was admission. I was, am I audible enough? Can you can hear it very nice? You can hear it well. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? All right. Once you can't hear me anymore, let me know. Okay? But you all can hear me, right? Even if you are at the back, you can hear me. All right. So, admission was my headache that time. Immediately after school, it was serious. I sort of feel like you people have a more lenient educational system because then there was 200 minimum. Meaning like not now that they are making it one level, one day. It was 200 minimum. And if you wanted to get admission to a federal school, you will be having to something, you will be having to something. And I wanted a federal school. And then if you now stylist. You're a stylist. You can already think about the 155 ways of how you can, style your hair, style your beret, style your this thing. Some of you like to draw. Some of you like to draw. As you are seeing somebody like this, you can already imagine painting, writing something. I really like this thing on your wall anyway. I don't know who did it for. It's so nice. So you could, and some of you just see a place and you think of redecorating it. You think of redecorating it. Like, how about we change this vase from here to this place? Remove it and remove it. So I want you to start harnessing your natural talents. Start harnessing your natural talents. Start harnessing them. Some of you like to sing. Some of you can act movies. You can act. In fact, you are talking at when I was in secondary school, we had a girl, Dorcas Abike, very smart, very intelligent. In fact, our position was always second or third. And that's because the guy that was always taking first position, that one is, we call him a wizard. Toby is just very, very brilliant. That first position, the only person that was able to take first from him was Jumoke. And he came that day when we collected our results, our report card. He looked at her. He said, I just allowed you. This is going to be the last time that this first position will be yours. And he was not joking. The person that was sick, he was sick. Most of the time, we were praying for him that our God will allow this boy to die, let him come back. He still came back after weeks and still beat us. That we were not sick, that we were in class. He still beat us. That first though is my own. Do you understand? But this Abike will tell you that she watched a movie and wants to narrate. Tell me your story. Abike will tell you. So when they came out, the car, you would know that Abike is adding salt, sugar, pepper to this story because that thing just came from the sky. It was interesting for us to even tell her not to stop. You get? We enjoyed the way she was telling the story. We knew she was adding salt, sugar, and everything. But you know that when somebody is a very good storyteller, she would be telling the story, and she was like, okay, so part 2. And she never sees a movie that does not have part 2. Every movie that Abike has seen in her life is either part 1, it's always part 1, part 2, part 3. It must always be in part. The day I knew that this girl was acting, it was a movie that I had seen. It was a movie I had seen. And she was narrating because funny thing, when she's telling the story, all of us, just like this, we'll all sit around her. because she tells it beautifully. Should we start from the actors? So when they started the movie, this one, there's in one. So that day she was telling the story, and she said, so this one and this one may happen in part 2. I looked at her. I said, Abike, what's the title of the movie you just narrated to these people? She told me. I said, this movie does not have part 2. Yeah, I created it. I created it because I feel like they did not include the one that they're supposed to include. I said, so you want to help them to create the part 2 that is not available for other people to see. It's only you that knows the part 2. But what does that mean? It means that, fine, she has a creative sense of storytelling. She has a creative sense of storytelling. So harnessing your natural is very important. So I want to ask like 4 of you right now. I'm going to and the lady on beret at the back. Yes. I'm picking up someone here. I've put something there. You. What do you think comes to you naturally, like your natural talents? Public speaking. So it's try. I love that. The lady at the back. Let us hear you from here. Okay. Who else? Okay. Sing. Singing. And you're in the choir already. Yeah? I love that. Love acting. You people need to talk about it. You love is it that you love acting or what to write? Another. What's your name? Emmanuel, what's your name? Engineering. Love. About it.
Yep.
Speaking, so I was speaking by the spirit. He loves to draw. Do you have any of your works here? Have you started drawing at all? You have to. So we are going to get into that, okay? You have to. How about you? Yeah, public speakers here. I love that. I need another guy. How about you? The natural talent. You don't read. You're a professor. I love that. That's cool. Did you know that reading is a talent? For someone like me, I just have to go to school. I don't like school. I just feel that to be something in this life, I have to go to school. Because, and then I hated maths. Okay, 8 is a strong word. I disliked maths. And I still dislike maths. Because usually, when it's time for maths, those things used to dance on the board. I will be looking at them, they'll be looking at me. I will never, I don't. So the people at the back, what's your natural talent? I'm talking to you. Yes. You have to. Have you started creating something? Please very proud for yourself. So those of you that you already know what your natural, I'm very sure that all of you know what your natural talents are. So the first thing you have to do is start doing something about your natural talents. start doing something about your natural talent. You like to talk, you like to speak. So start writing things. Pick a topic, pick something around you. Start, you write it down, then go in front of the mirror and speak. And speak. You can join a debating club, literary, whatever it is, and then, and if you like to draw, you know that there is something that we do in this world. Some of us, the talent we have is in our head, but when it's time for you to display the talent, you cannot do anything. So it's not enough that is in your head, you have to start using it. So if you like to sing, some people, they feel like they can sing. Do you understand? They like singing, they like listening to songs, they feel that they can sing. If you now give them the mic, once they open their mouth, it's problem. That's another thing. So that you think that you can do it, it's not enough. You must actually put it to work. You must put it to work, okay? And the next thing I'm going to tell you is that please feed yourself. Feed yourself in these 3 ways. Feed yourself spiritually. Feed yourself intellectually. Feed yourself intellectually. Feed yourself emotionally. Spiritually, intellectually, emotionally. Spiritually.
Yeah, take it. Take it.
Okay. So, spiritually, you're a prayerful person. You're not really third intellectually to really try to research your talent, research your career,